How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. My name is Henry, and I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because in this episode, we're going to talk about something that's so important, so powerful that when you accept it, it will change everything about your life. If you want to go from negative, neutral to positive, this is a must episode for you. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So pick a word. It could be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say this word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. Once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive state. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It can have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. Well, before we get started, if there's something that you enjoy or take away from this episode, if you're on YouTube or Spotify, you can actually leave a comment below. Not only does that help me know what resonates with you or what you learn or grow from in each and every episode, but somebody else might read your comment and it might inspire them to give this episode a shot. I want to make this the #1 mindset podcast in the world, and the best way to do that is together. So whether you leave a positive comment or share this with somebody, it means the absolute world to me, and I could never thank you enough. But let's dive into today's episode. So I was thinking about how to start this message, and sometimes I say things like, this is the episode you need to hear, or this is something that will change your world, like something exciting for you. And it is, but this is actually something really exciting for me. So I want to start it with this. This is something that I need to say. I need to say it because it needs to be put into the universe. When you put something into the universe and then back it up, it becomes law. It becomes what is. And here's what it is. Whatever you decide you are, whatever decision you make, whether that's something as simple as I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to be a loving individual, I'm going to operate in peace, I'm going to operate in forgiveness, whatever it is, whatever becomes your I am this, think about this perspective. Your job is to decide what it is that you want to be, and you'll get the calling, you'll get the guidance on what that is. But what you do is you decide what you're going to be, and I'm going to use as an example, material, financial. It's easy one to adapt. And I know people are trying to heal, people are going through a lot of things, but I want to use money here because it's a sticky point. There's a lot of resistance around money. I've had this in the past, so I completely, resonate with the stickiness. But if you say that I am a millionaire, and then you look at the universe and the world as a constant test to convince you that you're not, and your job is to prove that you are, you will become it. If you say, I am peaceful, I am loving, if you take any of those perspectives and turn them into your I am statement, and then you decide that my purpose in this life is to reinforce that energy within me, and this entire experience, everything that I'm going through, the people I meet, the events, the situations, the setbacks, the failures, the wins, all of them are trying to stop me from being it so that when I do become it, I'm even more powerful. You see, saying that you're a millionaire isn't about the money. It's about being abundant, so you can expand abundantly. If money is no longer an obstacle, you can expand your purpose unlimited. If you say that I want to be peaceful, then you go through all this, hardship, hurt, pain. There's wars, there's things, terrible things people are doing, but you remain peaceful throughout those things and you are abundant in peace. You see, your internal state is what you are. Your internal state is what you experience. The external tries to shift that, but it's a gift. By it trying to shift it, by it trying to break you down, by it trying to stop you or convince you that you're something that you're not, when you prove it wrong, when you continue to show up, when you continue to be what you truly are every single day, every single moment, you expand in that energy. You prove yourself right and you expand it. You see, if we're on a quest to grow, if we're on a quest to expand, I believe we're all on the quest to expand love in its different forms. You don't expand it in more love. Meaning if you want to be prosperous, but you're only prosperous when you're surrounded by prosperity, then you're not actually prosperous. You are just a reflection of your external state. But if you go where nobody's succeeding, where nobody is doing well, where nobody's expanding, but then you become the light in the darkness, then you expand the energy. Take the perspective of you being the hero of the story and the thing that you're being called to be, as long as it aligns with love, your higher self, supporting others, not taking from anybody, not destroying anybody, not bringing anybody down, constantly lifting people's perspective, constantly lifting people's hearts, their energy, like being that rising tide, you're on the right path. This world, this experience is for you. It's for you to grow. You don't go to the gym and then lift the easiest weights possible and expect to get stronger. You don't go to exercise and run and walk the slowest pace possible expecting to get faster. You have to do the hard things. So this life, this experience is the gift of the hard thing. How many times do you set your mind to accomplish something, to do something, and then it's a setback happens? Your car breaks down. Something happens at work. You're no longer able to take this time off. Somebody's sick. Every single time you try to expand, the universe throws a wrench in it. Then that becomes your self-dialogue. Every time I try to shift, something happens. So maybe I'm not supposed to do this. Maybe it caused you to give up. Maybe it caused you to stay small. You see, that's why it's a test. That's why it's a test. It's not testing you because you need to be judged. It's testing you to see if you truly believe you are. If you believe you're a healthy person, then you make healthy decisions every day. If you believe that you are a smart person and that you are good at whatever category you want to expand in, then every single day you make decisions in alignment with that. I believe that I am a positive mindset, energetic person. I am here to be that. So every single day I do that no matter what. And maybe now I'm not the best person to complain to, because I will not lower my energy for you to feel comfortable. I will not engage in the conversation at your level to make you feel comfortable. It's not that I don't love you. It's because I do love you. Why I don't? Because I believe my purpose is to be this and expand this, and that everything is testing me to stop me, but not to stop me because it's actually meant to stop me. It's to stop me to make me more powerful in what I'm meant to be. Because when I'm able to push through, when you're able to push through the thing that was meant to break you, you become even stronger on the other side. So every failure, every setback, every hurdle, everything that you faced, whether you made it through it or not, was there to serve you. You are still here. Your energy is still going. You do not have an end. This life, when you're born and when you die, is not the timeline of your existence. It's the timeline of this experience. So start playing the infinite game. The infinite game means I don't stop. Just because my age, I don't stop. Just because I think this, I don't stop. Just because the economy is this, you don't stop. You are on a quest to become something expansive, not to have the most successful human life. The human life is not the priority. It's who you are on the inside during the experience. That's what you take with you. You can do anything. You can be anything. You are meant to be those things. Imagine if every single person was supported in a way to where they chased their dreams and they became the most powerful, healed version of them. Imagine the experience we would all have. It'd be wonderful. Imagine your neighbor being the highest version of themselves. Imagine both neighbors being the highest form of themselves. Imagine everybody in your family being the highest form of yourselves. And most importantly, imagine you being the most high vibrating version of yourself. That's the path you're supposed to be on. That is the path you're on. You can't avoid it. You might just not be moving forward as you're able to. You are so much more. There is no failure. There is no setback. You can only observe. You can observe in a win and you can observe in a loss. Either way, if you're observing, you're growing. That's why nothing can actually happen to you. It always happens for you when you have a high perspective. I hope you feel the energy in this. I hope you feel your insides awaken up. I hope you know what you're meant to do. And it may be to find the self-discovery first. But once you start going down that road of discovery, you start seeing the things that are aligned for you. You become the person that rises up and the path presents itself. This is all happening for you. You are meant to be more. We are meant to be more. So let's do it and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a different perspective on life. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group all down below. So I appreciate all the follows there. And if you're ready to level up, if you listen to this episode and you want to make the shift, this is what I do. I'm a mindset coach. I help people do this every single day. My one-on-one clients is actually full, so I'm not taking any more one-on-one clients for a while, but I do have the group Freedom Fundamentals. It's such an exciting place to be. We are breaking down the mindset piece in there, but we're also diving into health, wealth, and happiness. So it's 3 categories we're hitting. The wealth portion is built to you by real estate. Whether you want to get into real estate as an investor, whatever it is, there's a lot of education going on there. And of course, there's the mindset piece, which is really powerful, shifting and allowing yourself to become the person that can actually achieve and receive what it is that they desire. So if you want information on that, you can reach out to me via Instagram or the link down below. Either one is great. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for connecting, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.